After this exciting panel discussion, we will now start on this stage with our second masterclass of today. And in this masterclass, we will answer the question for you how to leverage audience ads in combination with sponsored product ads for the greatest effect. And of course, it's not me who will answer this question, but Karina Wessels. Karina is a team lead digital activation at Douglas Marketing Solutions, and she's responsible for all campaigns on-site and off-site in Europe. So nice to see you. We had the pleasure last year already. But in this masterclass, you are supported by two other persons in this masterclass. So on the one hand, there is Robert Kießling. Robert is head of DACH from Criteo. And on the other, we have Manand Maheshwari. He's global director e-retail media for Coty. So Karina, I would say the stage is yours. Feel free to start. Much joy.
Thank you, Jonas. Hi everyone, I'm Karina and I'm so happy to be back here on the stage after the amazing summit last year. Within the next 45 minutes, you will get an insightful deep dive on our on-site advertising solutions and how do they work. What did I bring you today? First of all, you get an overview, what products do we offer and how do they work. The next part is super interesting for all of us because I will then hand over to Robert from Criteo and he will give you a sneak peek into the engine behind and he will show you some hot topics for next year. Of course, I did bring you some best cases for our campaigns and I will present them together with Manand from Coty. I hope that those 45 minutes will give you a lot of insights and I hope they will help you to decide if audience ads and sponsored product ads could be a smart addition to your digital strategy. Let's start with the possibilities of on-site advertising. All of you know the marketing funnel, and I think all of you heard a lot about our portfolio, which presented Eileen and Lena before, and how our products perfectly integrate themselves in each and every funnel step. In my presentation, I will focus on only two products. On the one hand, audience ads, and on the other hand, sponsored product ads. Audience ads are located in the upper to mid funnel and are a great opportunity to generate a lot of awareness in the right audience. So they are targeted. Sponsored product ads, on the other hand, close the loop and are located in the lower part of the funnel to close a deal and to generate a lot of conversions and revenue. They are performance-oriented and on top of that, they will help you to secure your pole position in the digital space. We're starting in the upper part of the funnel with audience ads. They look like a display ad, but they are so much more. And what they are, I will show you right now. Let's start with our formats. Currently, we have 3 formats in our portfolio. The first one is a real blockbuster. It's a big banner placement on top of the category page, which will drive a lot of awareness and help you just to get in the mind of the customer. The next one, if you scroll a little bit down on the side, you will see the catalog spotlight. The catalog spotlight, it is the native placement which will perfectly integrate into the product grid to highlight your hero product. Last but not least, the split teaser plus 2 SKU. It's a standout in the product listing and which will drive purchase to your focus product. You have on the left-hand side the asset to promote your products and show them to the right audience. And on the other hand, you have the products clickable, which will lead you directly to the product detail page. So right now you will think, okay, what is so special about them? Because they look just like a normal banner, like a normal display ad. Not at Douglas, they are targeted. And we let the consumer take the wheel. imagine yourself, please, browsing through a web shop, entering a category and see this banner. Most of the times, every one of you will see the same one, but not with audience ads. Audience ads mean we target the right audience with the right ad. Sounds amazing, right? I know. I brought you 2 examples here. On the one hand, we have Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo is a super trendy girl. She's interested in sustainability, and based on those preferences, the context, and her past purchases, we are able to show her the right ad. Honest Beauty in this case. On the other hand, there is Ella Exclusive. The name says it all. Ella is more like a luxury type of girl. She's interested in top prestige brands, and she's a makeup addict and a frequent buyer. And based on all those information and touch point we got, we are able to show her the right audience ad as well. It's Chanel in this case. Seems complicated, right? To catch and gather all the touch points, to combine it to the right audience? It isn't. The rule to success is super simple. You just need 3 ingredients. You need context, you need purchase history, and you need user preferences, and you get relevancy. And as we all know, relevancy is key. So audience ads appear on-site, on desktop, mobile, and in the app on all category pages and on search result pages. They are based in the upper to mid funnel, like I said before, to generate a lot of awareness in the right audience. And so they are based on a CPM model, and the key KPI here is a conversion rate uplift. We want to influence the right people to buy. So with this powerful awareness tool, we can influence the purchase behavior of the right audience positively, because we can target precisely with our ready-to-use segments. After audience ads are the seed, we want to harvest the fruit with sponsored product ads. Or we want to close the loop and close the deal with sponsored product ads. And we wouldn't be us if those campaigns wouldn't be targeted as well, right? Again, we let the consumer take the wheel. Again, it's Yo-Yo and Ella. I have a fable for those 2, so sorry about it. Based on all the touch points we know from Yo-Yo, her purchases, her predicted click rate, her context, we are able to show her the right product and push her directly on the PDP to purchase this specific product which fits perfectly. On the other hand, Ella, since she's more like a luxury girl, again, we have all those touch points. We can combine them and push her directly to the right products. All in all, sponsored product ads are the game changer. They help you to secure the pole position. And I give you 2 examples why this is important. We own the top ad units of all category and search result pages. So the first thing which is super important is you can't overrule the organic ranking. SPA can. And the next one is more like, let's give me an example. Please think about your favorite supermarket. You know everything about the supermarket. You know where your milk is, your favorite honey is, your favorite tea is. So you go in, go directly to your favorite products, put them in your basket, purchase them, and go out, and you're efficient and you're happy. And all of a sudden, everything changed because the assortment got so big that you're feeling a little bit lost with all those kinds of milk, of tea, of honey, whatever. So you're overwhelmed, you need so much longer to purchase the same products than before. And this exactly is the same situation in our web shop. We were able to triple our assortment over the past few years. Don't get me wrong, this is amazing, but for some customers and consumers, it could be a little too much, and you as brand have a high competition growing there. So exactly this is why you should focus on sponsored product ads to catch the pole position in the digital shelf. Sponsored product ads, like I said before, are located in the lower part of the funnel and are focusing on performance and conversions, so they are based on a CPC. The average return on ad spend in Germany right now is at 7.7 euros. This is just amazing. So, win the pole position in the digital shelf. With this pole position and with sponsored product ads, we have the winning strategy. If you ask me, I would definitely put it in my marketing strategy to catch the low-hanging fruit. And the best thing about it, it's automated and feed-based. Behind every sponsored product ad campaign is an algorithm which will optimize for the best results. So, I can talk a lot, right? But I just brought you our average return on ad spend all over Europe. You can see that we were able to achieve high return on ad spend from 3 euros up to nearly 8 euros in each country. And this is just amazing. For me, it's a no-brainer. I bet that all of you are curious to know what the magic behind is. Behind every SPA campaign and the success of it is a sophisticated algorithm. And I am delighted to welcome here with me on stage Robert from Criteo, who will give you precious insights on the algorithm.
Thanks, Karina, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to be here today on stage. My name is Robert Kießling, and I'm leading the retail media organization at Criteo for the DACH region. I'm not a magician. The magic behind is, in the end, a kind of an algorithm and KI, so sophisticated intelligence to deliver the right ad for the right user. We see right here in the algorithm for sponsored products delivery. Sponsored products delivery is based obviously on a first price auction model, making sure that the highest value is being displayed for every user. To display the highest value for the user, we're not only displaying based on a CPC level, which is obviously taking into consideration, but apart from that, we're also taking into consideration the click probability, the purchase probability, and the average order value, or at least its probability. And based on all those factors, we're identifying the most relevant ad for each and every shopper for sponsored products. So apart from this mathematical formula, let's have a proper look how this could look like in reality, or how the ad delivery in the end is actually working. To give you an idea, a shopper, Yo-Yo for example, or anybody else, is browsing on Douglas or entering any kind of search term, entering the website or browsing the app. In parallel, a brand, an agency, any advertiser is booking a relevant campaign, and there are obviously multiple campaigns in place. To make sure we are delivering the right ad right now for the user, there are multiple factors taken into consideration. As I said, the relevancy rules, making sure that click probability, purchase history, purchase intents are taken into consideration. All those values are going into an auction, and with our prediction in behind, we're making sure that the shopper sees the ads which is most relevant for him, with the highest likeliness to make a purchase. Talking about prediction, let's have a proper look how this will look like in detail. To give you an example, let's have an idea that we have a product selection that have been added to any campaign that have been booked for a sponsored products mechanism on Douglas. Out of those selected products, we are determining those products that are eligible for the right category or the right search terms. Any product is for any shopper getting a kind of a predictive score, making sure what kind is how the relevancy is looking like. The relevancy for Yo-Yo will obviously be different than for me. And based on those relevancy multiplied with the CPC, we have a winner, the one that has the highest value in being displayed. The mechanism is the same for categories or for search terms. For search terms, there is an ongoing analysis of the most relevant keywords to make sure those keywords doesn't have to be added manually, but are determined automatically by the keyword engine. That's about sponsored products. But let's have a look also how the delivery of on-site display ads, of audience ads is looking like. In theory, the adjustment is more or less the same, or it's in the end similar. We have again a shopper, Yo-Yo, going in shop, going in the app, and browsing or searching for anything in particular. And we have brands, advertisers, booking a certain campaign with an appropriate targeting. How does the delivery look like right now? We have multiple scenarios that are applicable. First one is obviously contextual delivery. I'm in the perfume category, I see a perfume ad. I'm searching for a gift, I see an appropriate product, an appropriate ad next to it. That's in terms of contextual and search delivery. But more advanced, obviously, data-driven targeting based on the sophisticated and enriched data based on Douglas first-party data that is available. This data is being used to allow an appropriate targeting. This targeting can be used on several elements, on several with several backgrounds. For example, let's have a look. We talked about contextual, delivering the right ad in the right category. We talked about search, based on all the search terms that can be either recommended or chosen by any advertiser by himself. Third one is the basket content. Depending on the current products that a shopper put into his basket, we can show complementary goods that might fit into the customer's needs or that are most likely to be purchased as well. And most relevant, obviously, is the purchase history, the purchase intent, therefore taking into consideration what kind of categories or brands have been relevant for the shopper in the past, what kind of purchases have been made. All this data is combined, compiled together, and making sure that the delivery is done in an appropriate way. In future, 2023, we will also add Douglas loyalty card CRM data into consideration and make sure we have even more advanced targeting options to make sure to show really the right ad to the right shopper. We talked a bit about delivery engines for sponsored products and for audience ads, but all those deliveries aren't sophisticated enough or aren't sufficient to make sure we have really good results. What do we require in the end as well? We require an appropriate reporting. This reporting needs to contain all the relevant information, and therefore, obviously, for each and every campaign, there is a campaign performance report available, summing up all relevant metrics, impressions, clicks, the ROAS value, obviously, the relevancy of each and every category, or other values like the most purchased products that have been added to each and every campaign, to each and every target group. That's not sufficient in the end. We want to understand also what kind of influence did multiple campaigns have on each other. Therefore, let's have a look on full funnel analysis for Douglas Onsite, meaning we're taking a look onto all the users that are eligible for an audience ads campaign, that have seen the audience and ads campaign, and that have seen additionally a corresponding sponsored products campaign. So we're moving down the entire funnel and are able to display and to demonstrate the real value of any kind of campaign to make sure that the advertiser in the end has best knowledge of the usage of their budgets and it has been invested in the most appropriate way, including incrementality uplifts and proof of concepts. That's for the time right now. Let's have a look what we are about to expect in the near future. We have multiple things to expect next. We talked about the campaign reports. Those are available today. In the future, most likely early 2023, we will add campaign-based advanced reportings, having direct comparison versus other campaigns to get a proper understanding. How is my campaign performing against others? What kind of uplift can I expect? And what kind of share shift impact does it have in the required category? And moving even further down the road to get a proper understanding, how is the brand overall performing within the right categories, independent of single campaigns, but more of a holistic approach to understand how the overall performance is within the shop. Thanks a lot for your attention. Karina?
Thank you so much,
to
Robert,
you.
for all this valuable insights.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
And the sneak peek into next year. So, based on all those infos, we created 2 rules which will lead your campaign to success. The first one is plan an always-on SPA campaign to grab demand and secure your pole position in the digital shelf. The next one is plan event-based audience ads to be present in the most valuable moments in the time and to generate a lot of awareness for your products in the right audience. I've brought you some insights on the winning tactics. If it's possible, please don't try to limitate your campaigns artificially. So don't focus on the specific runtimes for SPA. Let the algorithm flow and let the algorithm work and optimize for the best results. Start with the broadest SKU setup as possible to gain good results over time. And of course, include the product that are shown on the audience ads into your sponsored product ad setup. Coming from a lot of theory going into practice. Before I will show you the cases, I want to give you some examples how you can use our on-site advertising, especially audience ads. I brought you five examples here. The first one is push an evergreen up in the air. So generate massive awareness for your top-selling products. Of course, you can use audience ads to enter new categories and promote cross-sell. Audience ads are super to push rising stars in our shops. The next one, with a look into the next weeks, it is super important to be present at key consumption moments, like Singles Day and Black Friday. I hope you booked already your campaigns. And the next one, just make sure that you have a continuous share of voice and enough awareness all over the year. And right now, I am very delighted to welcome here with me on stage Manand from Coty. Please.
Thank you very much, Karina.
Hi, Manand.
Hello.
Super happy to have you.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Perfect. So, as Coty has quickly become one of our biggest partners and was an early partner in the retail media journey, we are all fired up for some insights. Can you give us some insights why retail media is important and interested for your Coty overall strategy?
For sure. I mean, it's because of everything that Robert and you just spoke about. But most importantly and interestingly, retail media is an extremely hygienic, brand-safe environment, which permits us to promote the products that we wish to promote. And apart from everything else, the full funnel targeting opportunities that first-party retailer data presents for me is the most exciting thing happening in digital media today. Retail media is all about pushing the right product to the right shopper at the right time, and that's why it's super exciting for us at Coty.
You are absolutely right. And maybe, can you give us some more insights why on-site advertising is important and special to you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, on-site advertising, as you can imagine, is being able to promote the products we want to promote and provide visibility to on the websites. This obviously helps us very strategically drive traffic to the products and the product pages that we want people to see and shop. And it overall acts as a fantastic complement to the already powerful on-site algorithm, which promotes and suggests products. It also gives us the opportunity of having more eyeballs on all of the fantastic reviews that we have, user-generated content and also on all the beautiful brand content that we develop and deploy on retailer websites.
Perfect. One side note, if you're interested in user-generated content, I wouldn't miss the masterclass of my colleagues Saskia and Cham at 5.15. But the next question, maybe why do you see what do you see as the opportunity for big as well as rising brands when it comes to retail media?
I think the opportunity is big. Out of sight, out of mind. This has been the adage of marketing forever, and that is what retail media allows us to do. Whether it is a heritage brand with large brand recall, or whether it's a rising brand, I think what's most important is being able to put the right product in front of the shopper at the right time, and that's what retail media allows us to do. On the one side, there are immersive formats that we just saw right now, which allow us to use, the rich assets that we have with heritage brands. At the same time, we can use, for example, sponsored product ads to promote any new ASINs, any new products and new brands that we are launching on the platforms.
Perfect. Speaking of big and rising brands, we can come to our use cases. Before I show you the results, the first one, we wanted to promote an evergreen and push them even higher in the air. I bet all of you know the top-selling product, Hugo Boss Bottled, right? So, maybe, Manan, can you give us some insights here on the strategy, on the campaign behind the Hugo Boss Bottled Marine limited edition?
Sure, certainly. So Boss Bottled is, of course, an evergreen perfume, which is extremely popular in Germany and abroad. Oftentimes, what we do is launch exciting limited edition fragrances to, kind of temporarily extend the brand, and that was what the whole campaign was about. We were launching the Boss Bottled Marine, and we decided to run a full funnel campaign with Douglas in order to promote the SKU.
Perfect. So, but let's start in the beginning. We are already live with an always-on sponsored product ads campaign for Hugo Boss as a whole brand to grab demand and secure your pole position. So we had the question, what can we do to get into the relevant set of the right audience for this limited edition? And we planned, like you said, a big awareness campaign for the Marine limited edition to target the right audience, to get in top of the user's mind and to influence the purchase decision positively. And we do really see good results. We do see a conversion rate uplift of 19% during the audience ad runtime and a CTR uplift of 13%. But that's not all. We can see a positive halo effect on the whole brand with an uplift of 19%. So I would say audience ads work for big brands, right?
Absolutely. That's the most interesting part, despite the fact that the campaign was designed to push a limited edition product. It provided this overall halo effect boost to the entire Boss Bottled franchise and the entire Hugo Boss brand. I think that's what's extremely exciting and interesting for us as the brand.
Perfect. Now we're coming to the rising brand Burberry. Again here, my question to you, can you give us some insights on the campaign strategy?
Sure. So on the rising brand segment, this was about the launch of the Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum, which is an extension to the Burberry Hero franchise. So this Eau de Parfum was coming in addition to the already launched and successful and trending Eau de Toilette. And that was the campaign. The campaign was to push this product.
Perfect. So let's start with the approach. Again here, we already are live with an SPA, always on campaign to grab demand. So right now, as you already said, we want to generate a lot of awareness and even here get into the relevant set. So I would just say, let the results speak for themselves. We see an uplift of the conversion rate of 107% during the campaign runtime, which is absolutely stunning. And even after the campaign has ended, we do see an uplift of 90%, which is just amazing. I would say audience ads can influence and will influence your sponsored product ads performance positively in a long-term way. So Jessica said it before, retail media is the goal-getter in the digital media mix. To wrap up the cases, retail media is becoming more and more important for all businesses. Manan, would you like to give the audience one more tip regarding retail media?
Well, for sure. I think what is most important in this retail media universe, which is new, which is exciting, which is very innovative, is to keep testing. Testing and learning has to be the bread and butter of brands. There is sadly no one-size-fits-all formula. What may work for one brand, what may work for a heritage brand like Hugo Boss that we saw, or Gucci, might not work for another brand. But what's for sure is that in retail media, we are in the business of showcasing the right product to the shopper at the right time. So what we need to do is create campaigns that have great precision and just keep testing and learning and improving those campaigns in order to be able to reach the shopper and stay close to them throughout the purchase journey.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all these precious insights and your thoughts on retail media. Really appreciate all these insights you give to us.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Thank you very much.
Before I am coming to the end, I want to give you 3 things to remember. The first one is, think about catching the low-hanging fruit with a strong, always-on sponsored product ads campaign. The next one, identify your audience with us, of course, and influence the purchase decision in a positive way with audience ads. The last thing I'd like you to remember is combine audience ads and sponsored product ads for the best possible results. I really hope that after all those insights, you think about if audience ads and sponsored product ads are a smart addition to your digital strategy. And if so, please give me a call. I really want to give a huge thank you to Robert and Manant for supporting me here on the stage and show me and give us a little insights on your thoughts about retail media. And of course, a big thank you to the audience, to you, to got with me into on-site advertising. Thank you so much.
Have to say thank you very much, Karina, and of course, as you said, the other 2 persons. So thank you very much for the great insight. And in 10 minutes, we will start with our next event track. It's going to be about metaverse. So really exciting. But Karina, thank you very much.
You're
And dear viewers, we will see you in some minutes, in exactly 10 minutes. So see you later.